Hello everyone, this is PHTV Channel 4 in Paleis Heights. I'm Sue Jankowski and we are at the library. We're going to tell you all the upcoming things. You know, there's something happening every single month, as well you know, and this upcoming month is no different. So today we have Janine, who's here, Janine Kakmar, who's head of public services, and she's going to tell us what's going on. And then after that, as always, we're going to have Tina, and I'm going to get your name right this time, Tina Rizala.
Yes, you got it.
And she's head of the Youth and Teen Services, so they're going to tell us what's all going on over there. And there's a lot, as always. You know, they're very busy over there, and you could be busy with them. I guess one question I have, and maybe you're going to mention it, the library is now, I mean, it's been open on Sundays for a while.
Yes.
Yeah, so the hours are like 1 to 5 or something.
Right, we are open on
like
Sundays now, 1 to 5. Yeah.
Okay, that's great, because Sunday afternoon is kind of a nice day for the library.
Yeah, and we have a lot of programs on Sundays in the winter time. Yeah, because it's still daylight out, easy for everybody to get out.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I always think about the kids who have homework, want to be in a quieter place, or want to do some research.
Oh, a lot of students in studying as well. Yeah, from
And this-
Trinity,
yeah.
from schools.
Trinity
Yeah,
too. That's nice.
yeah.
Well, there's so many nice little niches in the library too for students to come in and get some quiet space
Yep.
too.
Yeah,
It's
we
really
do have
great.
study rooms. You need a library card to reserve one, but we also have a lot of cubicles, a lot of study tables that they could sit at as well.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
so
good.
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's nice to know.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have stuff coming up. I just love
November.
to find out. I mean, it's November already.
Yeah.
Okay.
November, yeah, we start right off on the first day, November 1st, on Thursday. Homeowners Guide to Your HVAC. Everybody get your furnaces ready for the winter.
Yeah.
We're going to have professional handyman. Dan Finley will be here to discuss what the homeowners can do to keep their heating and cooling systems in good health, and we'll give advice on how to evaluate your contractor when you need professional service. We had him here for another program, and he's fantastic. I learned so much about how to do just little repairs around the house, what kind of tools that you really need, and or the tools you don't need. You know, what kind of things you should put in your toolbox and what's not needed. So he's wonderful. He's a great presenter, and you'll learn a lot about your HVAC, which you need to know.
Well, and when you're cold, you're really cold, and you really want the heat on.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes you have to wait. So if you can do some easy things to keep it going
Absolutely,
properly,
right.
that's always really good.
And then to evaluate who's working on your furnace. You
Right.
know, that can be kind of a tricky thing. You want to make sure you're getting a good work. You know,
Competent worker,
yeah,
right.
right. And as you mentioned, we're being open on Sundays. On Sunday, November 4th, we have our program Jackie, Janet, and Lee, The Secret Lives of the Bouvier Women. We have a dramatic book reviewer, Jenny Riddle, will be here. She will educate and entertain us all with her portrayal of Janet Auchincloss, who's Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis' mother, and her sister Lee Radd as well. So talk about them and their secrets of their money and their power and their happiness. So that's coming up on, and this is a program that is sponsored by the Friends of the Library. They're very generous to do that. And that's coming up Sunday, November 4th at 2 o'clock. And we always suggest, recommend people register ahead of time. You can call for any of the library to register for any of our programs, the 448-1473 phone number. Or you can go online to our website at paleisheightslibrary.org and register, go to the events calendar and register right online.
Okay.
Yeah.
And everybody's kind of fascinated by anything Jackie Kennedy and her upbringing and her life. And
Yeah.
I think finding out about her mother would be so interesting.
Yeah.
So there'll probably be a big crowd. You probably should.
There will be a big crowd.
Register
yes.
for that.
Yeah. I do want to point out, and then we have Veterans Day coming up on November 11th is a Sunday. And in the city, they will be doing, in the city of Paleis Heights, they will be doing their ceremony for the veterans on that day. The library always has their luncheon for the veterans. So this year it's going to be on Friday, November 9th. So it will not be after the Sunday event at the city. We're going to hold it earlier on Friday, November 9th at noon. So please, all veterans and families and patrons are welcome to come in for a light lunch at 12 o'clock on Friday, November 9th, in honor of our veterans.
Okay, and they should just come, or should they call and say, I'm coming?
That always helps, so we know
Yeah.
how many are coming. Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, so if you can, give a call to the library, so if you think you're going to be there and if you're bringing a few people with you,
Yes.
so the library can be prepared.
Right, yeah.
That's a nice thing to do.
Before that, the day before that, on November 8th, we have a new program called Stories by the Lake. This is a program that the library is working, and again with collaborating with Lake Catherine for our inaugural Stories by the Lake. It's an evening of original stories with insight about nature, the nature of place, the nature of people, and we will have 4 presenters who will be reading or talking about any of those topics, however nature impacts them. We'll have poet Noreen Ellis will start the evening off, and then we'll have an environmental consultant, Keith Boger, will be there, then we'll have a retired pediatrician and humanitarian who actually was one of the Chicagoans of the year in 2016, Dr. John Kaler. He'll be there to talk about his work with the refugees all over the world. He heads an NGO called Med Global. He travels to all over the world to do the most horrifying places, actually, Bangladesh, Pakistan, all the refugee camps in Syria. He was one of the 3 last Westerns out of Aleppo when it fell, which is what earned him the award for Chicagoan of the Year.
Wow, that would be fascinating to learn. I mean, with the things he's seen and done.
Yeah, and so he's going to talk about nature of place with people. And also, I will be presenting. Many people know me as I work in the library, but I also, my other hat I wear at home as I write. So I will be presenting some of my short stories as well. So that's
exciting.
Thursday, November 8th. It's going to be at the clubhouse at Lake Catherine. There will be a $5 cover charge, and the Harvest Room will be there to offer drinks that you will have to pay for on your own.
Okay.
They are not included.
No. So bring some money, and it's $5. And so you want to register for this ahead of time,
Yeah,
obviously.
you can call Lake Catherine.
Lake Catherine.
Yeah, that, or you can call the library
Okay.
and register, and then just pay at the door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we don't take the money at the library.
Yeah, because there's I mean, it's sort of spacious if it's upstairs at Lake Catherine, but there's
the clubhouse, with the
sounds like 100 people fit in there.
Oh yeah, they'll have a good group. Yeah,
so
there's plenty of room.
There's plenty of room, but you should make your plans to be there so that there's space for you.
Yeah, I mean we've got a great range of speakers, and so we're looking forward to it. It's a new program, so we're looking forward to that.
I like the teaming up between the library and Lake Catherine because that's such a good connection. It's a kind of a natural extension of some of the things. I know there's something else coming up with some of the nature books.
Yes, right, the book discussion, exactly.
That's great.
Right. And then Sunday, on November 11th, at 2 p.m. at the library, the program World War I Christmas Miracle. And author Rochelle Pennington, she's written several books. She'll discuss the factual account of the 1914 battlefield Christmas truce that is remembered today as the most extraordinary event in military history. It's featured in her book, Christmas Gifts, the 10 of the greatest gifts ever given. And she'll actually have authentic World War I artifacts on hand. She does an incredible talk. She'll talk about her books and this incident that's also been shown in movies as well.
It has, okay.
Yeah, so that's great. So that's Sunday, November 11th. That is Armistice Day. That'll be at 2 o'clock. So that is after the ceremony at City Hall.
Okay, so you can go attend the ceremony at City Hall, which I think is at 11. If I've got that right.
Something
you might want to check that.
Check the city website,
it's around,
right?
Check the city website for it, but you can do that in the late morning and then head over, grab a little lunch somewhere, and then head over to the library and get some information about that. That sounds really good.
Yeah, right. And then iPhone basics. You've got your iPhone. You want to know a little bit more about it, how to use it, all those other buttons on it that you never use. We have that class coming up on Monday, November 12th at 6:30. This is held in our computer lab, so you need to register ahead of time because we only have so many seats available in that. And then we have coming up on Tuesday, November 13th at 6:30, we have Lake Michigan's Unwanted Visitors. And this is, we're going to have, really excited to have Jim Corcoran back. He's a Carl Sandburg High School science teacher. He was here a year ago, and he's on our panel for Nature by the Book too. But he is just absolutely fascinating about the history of this area, geologically speaking, and lake-wise with the fish. He's going to be talking about the result, the impact has of the invasive species to our lakes and communities after opening the Great Lakes to the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh.
You know, we've grown up with seeing alewives on
Right.
the beach or the zebra mussels, and we kind of think, oh, that's just part of it. That's not how this area was never opened up to the ocean before. No. So he's going to talk about, you know, the impact of invasive species on not only the lake, but then our community as well. Mm-hmm. So it's very interesting.
That'll be fascinating.
Yeah. And then speaking of Nature by the Book, that's coming up. Well, we've got a busy week that week. November 14th, Wednesday.
Monday. Coming and going.
Yeah. Lake Catherine and Paleis Heights teams up for their panel-based book discussion, and we'll be reading the book Where the Poppies Blow. And this is, again, goes back to World War I. This is the soldiers' account on how nature affected them while they were in the what do you call it, trenches. So we have a few copies of the book available at the library. You can come and just listen to the panel who speaks, or you can come and participate. It's a great evening of discussion. So that's Wednesday, November 14th at 6:30.
And so there must be a connection then between poppy, we wear poppies.
Exactly.
And this. Okay, that's
that is
going to be
exactly
really
right.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And our book and film for November, I'm so excited about this one, is The Man Who Invented Christmas. That's coming up on Thursday, November 15th at 2. It's such a great story. It's about the author, Charles Dickens, who back in 1843 was really hard up on his luck at this point. He had just written 3 flops. He had all these expenses were piling up because he was building a new house. And he was just determined to write a book about Christmas, which was viewed very differently back then, during that time. He needed to do it in 2 months because he had all these bills piling up. But he's haunted, you know, so he goes about how he's got writer's block.
Oh.
A huge writer's block. So
these are all not a good combination.
Not good things.
No.
However, and this is actually based loosely on what actually happened. But it actually Christmas Carol was produced in 2 months. He did write it in 2 months, and nobody wanted to publish it. They thought it was the most ridiculous thing. Why are you talking about Christmas? Because back then, Christmas was more of a pagan holiday.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
and it was not celebrated at all closely the way we do it today. Although, with this publication of this book, it has changed the way we celebrate Christmas to this day. So, yeah, it's great. It's a great film.
That is. It works well under pressure. I mean, because the book is, timeless. And
absolutely.
We're all reading it still, watching it.
Yes, yeah. And then our Sunday at the Cinema is back on Sunday, November 18th at 2 o'clock. We will be showing the film The Post, which is was nominated Best Picture of the Year this year. Meryl Streep was nominated for Best Actress for an Oscar. It does star Meryl Streep as Kay Graham of the Washington Post and Tom Hanks, and directed by Steven Spielberg.
I mean, what a combination.
Need I say anymore?
I mean, it's going to be a good movie. I did not see this one. So
I have not either.
Yeah,
so
this is going to be good.
Yeah. And then for those of you interested in working on developing or creating your own website, we have WordPress, a class on WordPress on Monday, November 19th at 6:30. So you'll to learn about that. Again, that is a computer in our computer lab, so we do need to have you register for that.
Mm-hmm.
And on Tuesday, November 27th at 6:30, this is a course after Thanksgiving. The library, by the way, will be closed on Thanksgiving. I'm sure you guys knew that. And we will be closing early on the day before, on Wednesday. November 21st. We close at 5 o'clock on that day.
Oh, not even that early.
Yeah, so except not 9 o'clock. We close at 5.
Right.
And then we are open on the Friday after. So
oh, you are? Okay.
Yes, we are. Well,
right.
Tino, I'm sure we'll have lots of things for the kids to do on that day.
That's good.
But then on Tuesday, November 27th at 6:30, we have the Chansonettes holiday concert. There's a group of women singing in 3-part harmony, and they'll be singing the classic holiday tunes. So come and listen and just join along.
That's fun.
Yeah. So that's what we have. And then, of course, that leads up to our Christmas time in Paleis. I'm just going to ask everybody to save the date on that. We have December 1st is our big holiday event, Christmas time in Paleis from 9 to 1 at the library. And then the library is going to be at the Kris Kringle Market. That's going to be at in the city that later that afternoon from 1 to 7. It's also will run Friday, November 30th from 5 to 9. So the library will be there amongst many other vendors, and so we're really looking forward to that.
Okay,
as well. Yeah.
so that's a big weekend to think about. Well, we got it's Thanksgiving. No. Thanksgiving's the week before. It's the 22nd. So this is the week after Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
So you get a little break between the two things. Sometimes they kind of bunch up together.
Yeah.
But the Christmas time in Paleis, it's I think 15 years we've been doing that, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's quite a while.
Yeah.
If you haven't gone to it, make sure and stop by. It's a really nice, sweet event that you can participate in.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Jenny.
Thank you.
Okay, so now Youth and Teen Services, they've always got stuff cooking upstairs. And now you really will, because you're going to have holidays and all kinds of things happening.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So first I want to start off by saying that we still have 1,000 books before kindergarten going on, and parents can sign up their young ones as soon as they're newborn age, really, and start reading to them. And for every 100 books that they read, their child gets a prize or some type of celebration at the library as well.
Okay, that's good. That's fun.
In celebration of the Nutcracker in the Four Realms movie that's going to be coming out, we are going to have a program on Thursday, November 1st at 4 o'clock for children in grades kindergarten through 3rd grade. At this program, the kids are going to come and they're going to play different games related to the Nutcracker movie, and they're going to make and eat popcorn crafts to help kick off the holiday season.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know when is this movie? Is it movie coming out? I've seen a little bit of blurbs on TV about it. It's not coming out in December then? It's coming out
it's
soon.
coming out November 2nd. So
wow.
That's why we're doing the program
Okay.
like the day before it comes out. Yeah.
So it's probably going to be around the whole Christmas season. So this is kind of nice to get a little head start so you can kind of introduce the kids, because this is going to be, I think, a little bit different story than the traditional Nutcracker story.
Yeah, I think
it
so
looks
too.
like. Yeah, so you might want to make sure your kids go see that.
No, and the colors in that movie, everything is so bright.
Yeah, right.
I want to see it. On Monday, November 5th, we're going to have the kids try and get out some of their creativity with some Play-Doh creations. That's for children in grades kindergarten through 5th grade, and that's at 5 o'clock on Monday, November 5th. So we're going to bring out our cookie cutters, we're going to bring out our rollers, all the Play-Doh, because we have buckets and buckets of Play-Doh.
I love Play-Doh. Play-Doh's so
I do
fun.
too.
I mean, it's just like so fun to play with. It smells good.
Yeah,
And I just love playing with Play-Doh.
Yeah, so
Okay, good.
come to the library and get
Okay.
out some of your creativity. Story times also come back in November. We have Tales for Twos on Tuesdays from November 6th through the 27th, and that's for children ages 24 to 35 months. And we have Curiosity Zone on Tuesdays starting November 6th through the 27th at 5 o'clock for children in grades kindergarten through 3rd grade. And that is one of our exciting new programs that we've introduced recently to the library. And this age group, they really needed something, an outlet after school. And we're finding that they love just coming to the library, playing games, crafts, different science experiments, and they really just to keep them going and coming to the library.
That's a really terrific idea, because that is a group of kids who are really, they're not done for the day.
No.
You know, they want to do something else.
Yeah.
They want
And-
some hands-on stuff.
Yeah, even after
Yeah.
the program's done, they're still going crazy at the library too, and that's fine.
Yeah, that's great. No, I'm assuming for any of these that you're mentioning, really they need to register, call ahead, make sure you got a
Yes.
spot, because these fill up, and there's a lot of people in the world here in
Right.
town, so
Yeah, we want to make
do
sure
that.
we have enough supplies for
Right.
all the kids that want to sign up.
Right, good.
On Wednesdays, beginning November 7th through the 28th, we have our Little Wigglers program for infants to 23-month-old. And this is a 30-minute program. Parents can register their child, or grandparents even, for the 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. session, and that is also a 4-week program.
Good.
On Thursdays, November 8th through the 29th, we have Kindergarten Ready, and that is for children ages 3 to 5. They come to the library, listen to stories, sing songs, and engage in different learning activities about letters and numbers, and really just to help prepare them for school. So.
That's good. And they love that. I mean, they love being with other kids, and that's what's really important too. If you've got your 3-year-old at home, by themselves, it's fun to go out and make some best friends.
Yeah, no. And some of these kids that come to the program, they already know each other from whatever school
Years
or
of going.
daycare that they're at. Yeah.
Right, they would.
On Tuesday, November 6th, we have Bad Art Night at 6 o'clock for all ages. So we are going to take all of the art supplies that are in our closet, we're going to bring them out into our activity room, and we're just going to let families go crazy and make whatever they want to make. So they're going to have so many supplies, they're not going to know what to do with everything. But yeah.
That sounds like fun, because then you can just, and some kids really like that, just that creative piece. They don't really want to follow along with whatever.
Yeah.
And this just gives them a chance to do whatever.
Yeah. And it's,
your whole family.
Yeah, the whole family can come and make whatever they want.
Stuff to hang in your living room. Or somewhere.
On Wednesday, November 7th at 4 o'clock for children grades 4 through 8th grade, we have Hogwarts Spelling Bee. Now, when I was younger, I loved spelling. Spelling was by far my favorite, but there's so many different beasts and things in all of the Harry Potter books and different spells that it's going to be a little tricky for kids to spell some of the words.
Yeah. They're some unusual. Well, they're made up words. A lot of them are just made up. So
right.
The author made those up, and you're going to have to, I don't know, is there some kind of, I don't know, cheat sheet that you can look at ahead of time and
the
learn?
books.
There's only 9 of them.
I know.
Start looking
right
through
now.
those.
Yeah, but it's totally going to be worth it, because the person that is left standing at the end of this program is going to win tickets to go see the new Fantastic Beasts movie that's coming out.
Oh,
yeah, so if you're a good speller, even if you're not a good speller,
get your
definitely,
books out, get spelling. Go ahead.
On Thursday, November 8th at 5 o'clock, we have a DIY jewelry program for our teens in grades 6th through 12th grade. And we have all the supplies to create any type of jewelry that they would want, be it necklaces, earrings, bracelets, and so many beads. And they're just going to be able to make whatever they want to make.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, there's so many really pretty beads and little pieces of jewelry. I look at the craft stores and think, wow, I mean, you could really do some. If you knew the way, and so you can learn the way.
And you can even make it for a gift if you want to give it away to somebody for Christmas.
Oh, that's a great idea.
On Friday, November 9th, we have a mini Paleontologist program at 10 a.m. for children ages 2 to 5. And it's going to be a scavenger hunt and excavation experience for these kids, because dinosaurs are going to be loose in the library.
Oh,
yeah.
Better capture.
So they're going to read stories, they're going to learn things about dinosaurs, and they're going to get to excavate.
Oh, how fun. Are you digging anything up, or are you looking between things to find them?
It might be a little bit of both.
Okay, that's fun.
Yeah, definitely sign up for that program. It's filling up quick. Saturday, November 10th, we have Lego Builders at 11 a.m. for all ages, and that's just a drop-in program. Come on in on the weekend if you're not doing anything, and go ahead and make whatever you would like to make, and then we'll put it on display for a month.
Fun, your beautiful sculpture.
Wreck It Like Ralph is on Wednesday, November 14th at 4 p.m. for children grades kindergarten through 3rd grade. The new movie, Ralph Breaks the Internet 2, is going to be released, and this is one of those fun with science programs, so the children are going to be able to build different structures, and they're going to be using different tools and materials to see what knocks them down. So they're going to wreck things just like Ralph.
Oh, yeah. I think wrecking is fun. Yeah, they're going to like that.
Yeah.
So they might build something they just want to save, like the Lego projects, and put it
Oh,
somewhere.
maybe. Yeah.
Wreck the Lego project? No.
No. That's definitely like another fun with science one I'm looking forward to.
Cool.
On Thursday, November 15th, at 6 p.m., we have a stuffed animal sleepover for children ages birth through 6 years. And they can come to the library with their stuffed animal. They're going to hear a story, and then they also have the option of leaving their stuffed animal at the library to go ahead and have a sleepover. And we encourage patrons to go ahead and check our Facebook page the next day, because they're going to see all the fun things that their stuffed animals did at the library.
Oh, those stuffed
when
animals.
no one was looking, so that's going to be
Turn
fun.
your back and they go wild.
A fantastic feast. So this is one of our food programs that we have going on November 15th. It's a Thursday at 6 o'clock for children grades 4 through 8th grade. This is also based on the Harry Potter books because, like I mentioned earlier, the new movie is going to be coming out. But this program gives children the opportunity to go ahead and make some of the food that they read about in the books. So they're going to be making butterbeer, and they're going to be making pumpkin pasties and all types of other different creations that they have in the books, and they're going to cook them up and get to enjoy them in real life.
Oh, that sounds like fun. I have had butterbeer. It's delicious.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that's a
wow.
good thing.
Now
Yeah.
we're starting to do some sampling right now,
Yeah.
just to make sure we have everything
Yeah,
in
have it
order.
down pat. That sounds delicious, and it's fun to cook.
Yeah.
And then eat it.
On Saturday, November 17th at 10 o'clock, we have Sea Beast Puppetry Company is coming to the library, and they're going to present Hans, My Hedgehog. So this is a fairy tale about a hedgehog who is different from everyone else, and he has different struggles and he overcomes different obstacles, but it's going to be told through shadow puppetry. So
Oh,
it's gonna be-
shadow puppetry. That's very clever. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is one of those programs that you need to register for because it's going to fill up quickly. This
And kids are going to
company's
want to
coming
know
out.
how to do it. You know, they're going to want to know, how do you do that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So-
Well, they're probably using some other things besides their hands, right?
right.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, no.
And you could do it at home.
I'm excited about that one too. And that same day in the afternoon on November 17th at 1 o'clock, we have International Games Day. So we are going to bring out all of our board games, all of our video games, and families can just come to the library, drop in at 1 o'clock, and go ahead and play whatever they want. We also have a new Nintendo Switch that the Friends of the Library have generously paid for, so they're going to be able to get to have fun with that new game that we have.
Oh, that's cool. You know what's nice about this too? You could come and play the game and see if you want to purchase the game for your home.
Yeah.
Gives you an opportunity to play it ahead of time. That way you don't have, you know, sometimes you buy some games at home and it's like nobody really liked it, so you don't really play it. This way you get a little head start on that.
Yeah. And
Think about Christmas.
oh, there you
No.
go.
Everybody might like that.
On Monday, November 19th at 10 o'clock or 1 o'clock, patrons can register their children ages 2 to 5 years old for a Toddler Art Program. And this Toddler Art session, I imagine, is going to involve some type of festive holiday craft that you can just show off at Thanksgiving.
Oh, cool. That'll be fun.
On Monday, November 19th at 4 o'clock, we have Word Puzzle Masters. So think you can win the ultimate word puzzle challenge. I don't want to mess this up. In honor of NaNoWriMo, we will be playing with words in this head-to-head wordsmith competition, including alphabet antics such as word scrambles, anagrams, and Mad Libs to see who will be the ultimate wordplay master.
Those are all fun. Yeah, that'll be, some people are so good at those things. I mean,
I love crossword puzzles.
yeah.
And
Yeah, and this
those games.
bananagram, I don't know if you've never played it, it's really fun. I never win, but it's fine. I still like it.
And that is on Monday, November 19th at 4 o'clock for children in grades 4 through 8th grade. On Tuesday, November 20th at 4 o'clock, we have our Anime Manga Club for children grades 4 through 12th grade. And this program has really taken off. Like, we have reached a group that we normally don't see coming to the library, but because they love anime and manga so much, they come and they take full advantage of our Crunchyroll subscription and our new collection that we have been building up in the teen room.
I'm so glad you know about this stuff. You're almost talking a foreign language to me. I mean, I don't really know about this. This is really interesting. Okay, I'm going to have to find out more.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to go. I'm too tall, I think, but anyway.
And there's so many books to each series for it too. They have like 115 books for some of them.
Yeah, I want to know what a Crunchyroll thing is. What is that? Is like a game?
No, so that is the name of our anime subscription that we have. So it gives us access to as much anime as we want, and we can show
that's
as
such a
much
cute
anime
little
as we
name.
want at the library.
Okay, fun.
We also have another Books to Flicks session on Wednesday, November 28th at 4 o'clock for children grades 6th through 12th grade. They can just drop in. We're going to be showing everything in the teen room, and have a good time, talk about the book, talk about the movie, and just get to meet and hang out together.
Okay, sounds good.
On Thursday, November 29th at 4 o'clock for children grades 3rd through 5th grade, we have another Books and Bites session. Now, this book club, they meet and they read books based on nominees for the Blue Stem. And for this session, I believe they're reading Fish in a Tree by Linda Mullally Hunt. And it's about a girl named Allie. She is dyslexic and she struggles a lot in school. She's constantly getting in trouble, and she always feels like something is wrong with her until a teacher comes along and helps her overcome some of these obstacles. And she realizes that nothing's wrong with me. I'm just a little different.
Oh, yeah. That's excellent. Very good. Nice. Okay, well, you got a lot going on there, girl.
Yeah.
Holy cow. I mean, just look at all the wonderful things you can do with your family or yourself or go with your friends, or, I mean, there's just so many things that you can take advantage of. And I think, too, I mean, I always say this, it's like the best time to go to the library, but now the weather's changing, it's getting a little cool outside. Sometimes you're thinking about, what else can I do? My gosh, you can read and go to movies and classes and learn things, and I mean, it's just all wonderful. It's all free to you. I mean, except for one $5 charge for one thing. This is all free to you and all planned for you by everyone at the library, and we're really grateful that they do that for us. And the Friends of the Library do a lot of nice things too.
They do.
Pay for some things, and
Absolutely.
that's really great.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you, Sue.
Ladies, so much for coming here. Don't forget to register for some of these things. You want to be disappointed that you can't be in them if you're really interested in going. And go out there and have fun at the library. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.